The 5 lights light up for the French Grand Prix. Engines rev. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 light, 5 lights are on. And George Russell jumped the start, it's lights out and away we go. George Russell has massively jumped the start. That will be a definite at least drive-through penalty for the Mercedes driver. He's massively jumped the start. As we look back behind them all, it's Lewis Hamilton, he's down to 6th already, he had a poor start. As there's 2 McLarens are off the track. They're both McLarens off the track, I'm not sure who's ahead of the other. But dreadful start from McLaren, so they're both into the gravel. George Russell leads by quite a margin, obviously as he jumped the start. And Hamilton's off. Hamilton spins. Lewis Hamilton's round and into the gravel. Can he keep the engine running? Can he keep out of the wall? Yes, he can do both. Dreadful start for Lewis Hamilton, but his teammate even worse start. It is Max Verstappen, the net race leader. After a dreadful season so far, this is the best opportunity for him at the moment. What a start from the Mercedes driver. Anything else happening at the back? Let's have a look at the rear. There's a massive battle going on behind them. There's a lot of cars. That's someone off into the gravel. I don't think it was. But it's a McLaren. The McLaren's off the front wing. Lando Norris has lost his front wing. I'll try and get a replay of that for you to see how that happened. Is anyone else's damaged? No, I don't believe so. Lando Norris with not a great start as well. We'll try and get a replay of Lando Norris. I'm not sure what happened to him. If I can find him, of course. You get the replay to you. Here he is, Lando Norris. Currently P10, there's someone round. There's an Alfa Romeo around, and I'll try and get that to you in a sec. But let's rewind to try and find out what happened to Lando Norris. Too close to the start to be able to quickly skip through it, so we'll rewind it for you, just so you can see what happened there. It's Norris, he had a front wing there, so it's obviously going through the hairpin. Did he just go run into the back of someone? Or is it trying to move on the Alpine? Yes, I think he tries to make a move on the Alpine. I'm not sure which Alpine it is. But yeah, just clips the rear front wing there. Trying to move to the left to get round the outside of him. And such a shame for Lando Norris, who had a pretty good start. Let's find the Alfa Romeo, who also went off. And we'll get that in the replay as well. Zhou Guan Yu, I don't think it would have been. I think it would probably have been Bottas. Try and find Bottas. While I go back, it most likely was. Oh, there he is. It would have been Bottas, yeah. And here is Valtteri Bottas. We'll get a replay for you of that as well, if I can get the buttons to work. Let's see, we go on board of the Finn. It's through the third to last corner. That really tight and tricky third sector. And the hardest I've ever driven on our factory. We've got a McLaren go wide. I believe it's Oscar Piastri who went wide. And Joe just goes down the inside and someone, Bottas, sorry. It's not, this is second to last corner. Gets in the curb, gets into the gravel. And he's very far off the track. Oh no, it was Sainz, it was Ferrari of Carlos Sainz who's won the Haas round. So obviously I completely got the cars wrong somehow. Apologies for that. We go back to live coverage now. Try and find live coverage. Let's try and get bang on. That'll do. As we are now live. It's not a bit of a speed up. We're not exactly ahead or live. See if I can get it bang on. There we go, bang on now. As we are live on board with Valtteri Bottas. As I've completely forgot what has happened to George Russell. He served his drive-through penalty. Where is he now? I doubt he's in the lead. Sergio Perez is in third. Is that Red Bull ahead of him? Is that George Russell still leads? Probably hasn't served his drive-through actually. George Russell's probably not served his drive-through yet. I'll go on board with him. As he probably serves it now. No, he doesn't. Has George Russell served his time penalty already? I'll have a look for you. I believe he has already served it. Yes, he has. He's come out right behind Max Verstappen. Rewind it a bit more. Just to see what happened. Yes, he served it already. What a stop from George. Oh, I won't say stop. If you have that much of a lead, the drive-throughs only put him in second. And let's see how he got back past Max Verstappen. I reckon it'll be not this corner, but the corner after, or maybe the hairpin possibly, because it was on this lap where he got him. No, he backs off. He's tried to make a move there, but doesn't. And is it going to be on the back straight with the Mercedes' new engine? Yeah, he's just going to go down the inside. Is he going to send it? Yes, he is. He's got him almost before the braking zone as George Russell. Great move on Max Verstappen. Let's try and find live coverage again. It's about a minute behind. R-Factor, not the easiest games to find. I just had it there. Not the easiest games to find. Come on, that'll do. Oh, George Russell's off, George Russell's off, and George Russell spun! George Russell spun and he's in the wall! What a drama for George Russell! As and he's losing so many places. As he hit the wall again from George Russell. As now he's reversing back onto the track. Trying to get back on track as fast as he can. As no, he's been hit. He's been hit by the Alfa Romeo. Is that an Alfa or Ferrari? I'm not too sure. I believe it might be Carlos Sainz. No, it's Bottas. He's been hit by Bottas. Bottas is in the wall again. Bottas has lost his wing. George Russell's lost his rear wing, and he also almost gets hit by the Alpine there. And George Russell from 1st to 19th, and now 20th. What a dreadful start as he almost gets hit by the AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda as well. What an awful start as he comes back into the pits, changes rear wing. That'll be a lengthy pit stop for the Mercedes driver. And there's someone else as well, that'll be Bottas. Such a shame. He's into the pits now. This will be a lengthy stop, of course. So let's go back, find someone else. Good battle here. Lewis Hamilton's gone from 20th to 11th. Of course, probably some of that being because of the people who've had to pit because of damage. But these last two races, the lap ones have been carnage, and this one's carried on like Spanish Grand Prix over to lap 5, and we could see even more drama as Hamilton goes round the outside of one of the Williams. I can't quite see who that is. It is Logan Sargent. He goes down the inside of the American. Sargent could have got a podium last race, as Stroll also gets past Logan Sargent, and that is a good move. Let's see anyone else in the battle. Verstappen's in second. Paris has got Max Verstappen somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where he got him, but he has retaken the lead. I'm not retaking the lead, sorry, he's taken the lead. Is Verstappen going to make another move? It's a Red Bull civil war here in Val de Vienne, as Verstappen goes down the inside and he retakes the lead. Good move that was. Into the hairpin. Is Perez going to fight back? No, he's not. As there's Williams now. Is that Alexander Albon trying to make a move? He goes off the track, Albon does. He manages to keep the foot in, but he has to cede the position. Is he going to have a look round the outside now? No. Alex Albon, not used to being up here, of course. In 3rd place currently. I thought Perez had a moment there. I don't think he did though. Who should we look for? Where's George Russell? How's he doing? Still in the pits? No, he's out of the pits and he's managed to catch up to some people. You've got, I think he's a lap down to be fair. Because yeah, that is not Valtteri Bottas in front of him. George Russell now a lap down. Is he going to try and unlap himself? I'm not too sure. As he battles with the Haas goes slightly off the track. As they slowly crawl around the slow turn. Corner, who's that gone off? That's Aston Martin and Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc's gone off. That is massive. Leclerc not of the greatest season so far. But they'll try and find Charles Leclerc. But I just saw him there. I have to pause it just so I can get to it and not lose loads of stuff. But I believe it was Lance Stroll who went off. So speed up a bit because I did go a bit behind. It would have been Fernando Alonso, I think. Yeah, it would have been. Fine, Alonso, there we go. Try and go full screen and continue. This is just as we get to the final corner. Oh, Leclerc just spins on the curb and Alonso's got nowhere to go. Such a shame for the Spaniard. and he just has nowhere apart from Leclerc's rear right. Awful lot from him. Now down in 15th place. Fast forward to you just so we can get to live coverage. R Factor, not the easiest of games, especially when the race is 2 hours long. Are we live yet? Yep, now we're live. No, we're not. Back a bit. There we go. No, is it? It's not liking my inputs. There we go. Now live for you. On board with Alonso now, 14th. Leclerc. I'm not Leclerc. Sorry. Russell. Let's have another check on him. How is he doing? He's coming into the pits without a rear wing for the second time this race. How has he lost it then? Oh, he's just oh, he's off already. Oh, George, that is silly from Russell. Have a look. George Russell goes off the track, not this corner but the corner after. And just goes off the track, tries to slow it down, can't, hits the wall, spins 180 degrees and doesn't try to reverse until the AlphaTauri comes. And actually it's not the hit that gets rid of his rear wing, it's the hit on the wall, unfortunately. With George Russell yet again into the pits, that'll put him another lap down. Let's see how Joe's doing. Looks pretty lonely out there. Lando, again, pretty lonely, not as lonely as Joe. Alonso, where's he? Just behind him. We've got Gasly, Charles Leclerc, little train here. Not really much battling going on. Let's try and find someone else. Carlos Sainz, nice little battle with Lewis Hamilton here. Other Mercedes having quite a bit more luck than his teammate. Before he did go off the track as Hamilton almost goes into the back of him. We'll try and get it live for you. 12.5 minutes into this race currently. You can kind of see what's going on, or what has been going on now. It's all down the inside with Hamilton, good little battle here. The Sainz chases down Hamilton after he gets past him, and there's been a move for the lead, or not for the lead, for second place, sorry. And that's Oscar Piastri, is that? No, it's not. Oh, it is Oscar Piastri, yeah. But Alexander Albon almost took second place. And now we've got Magnussen and Piastri fighting behind him. As Albon goes down the inside. Does he go down the inside? Not quite. As Piastri almost spins on the gravel. He's lucky he managed to keep that in a straight line. Is Albon gonna go for a move? No, not quite. So we'll try and see for any more battles. This one kind of dying off a bit. And is George Russell still in the pits? I'm guessing he is. Once he gets over to him. Bottas gets past someone. Oh, someone's gone off there, and that's a tyre gone. That's someone's tyre gone, it looks like. Is that his teammate? His teammate is out of the race. Yeah, Joe Guan Yu is out of the race. Let's try and see what happened to him. Yeah, out of the race is Joe Guan Yu. Such a shame. Go on board with him for the replay. Oh, is that George Russell? George Russell was involved in that. A lap down. He's got an Aston Martin to his left. And right, sorry. With, I'm guessing, a Fernando Alonso. Or Lance Stroll, maybe. Is it? I couldn't quite see. Is whichever one it is, goes down inside. It's Stroll. Goes round the outside. Russell with nowhere to go. Kind of somehow doesn't hit the thing as well. And that's Joe Guan Yu out of the race. And most likely a safety car. See if we got one. No, we haven't got a safety car, surprisingly. Not entirely sure why, but FIA being FIA and not bringing out the safety car. Oh, so someone's off. That's one of the front runners. One of the front runners is off. It's one of the Red Bulls. And he's been off for quite a while, it looks like. Which Red Bull is that? I'm gonna go with Perez. I'm assuming it's Perez. Does he try and get past his teammate? Yeah, he does, and gets into the gravel and spins round. Such a shame for Checo. He was doing it all right, taps the wall as well. For good luck, for good measure, sorry. Not really luck there for Perez as he gets back onto the track. Does he get it on safely? Yes, he does, with a little slide. Such a shame. Where is... I can't find a cursor. There we go. Okay, back live now with Sergio Perez down in 11th. Speaking of people who are down, George Russell, pole sitter, jumped the start. He's still behind Joe, actually. There's Joe back in his pits. George Russell, let's watch him for a bit. I'm not entirely sure if he can get anything back from this race, apart from maybe practice for next year's race if we do come back here. As he does now pass Joe by new for position. Of course, when he did pass him off the track, when it did originally crash, it was, I think, a lap down. So, George Russell now. Maybe he goes to... Nah, he's out of the points, isn't he? Forgot about that. George Russell. Let's see if he can get anything from this race. "17 minutes into this race now, just over. In the fastest lap currently, I can show you the current leaderboard with Verstappen, Piastri, Albon your top 3. Not used to saying that. I can't see fastest lap unfortunately, so you're not having that. Is that a front wing off? I'm not sure whose front wing that is, and I'm not going to be bothered to have a look. Oh, someone's off, I think. Someone off, Kevin Magnussen. Kevin Magnussen pits, and is that whose front wing it is? If it is his front wing, then I will have a look. Drive through the pit lane. Is it Magnussen's front wing? He's quite a bit far from the others. Yeah, it is Magnussen's front wing. So fair enough, we will have a look, because I've gone too far. He goes to the left to make a move on Piastri. He can't slow the car down. Albon just kind of goes in front of him. I think he's trying to make a move on for the lead on Verstappen. But unfortunately, no luck for Magnussen, who's got pole last time out. Only converted that to, I believe, second. He comes into the pits and has to repair the front wing. So let's watch this pit stop. Pretty quick pit stop, of course. I'm speeding it up so I can get back to live coverage. But no luck for him, unfortunately. Where's George Russell? I'm going to watch him for a bit, because he is probably the fastest driver on track. I believe he does have the fastest lap. I'm just getting news in my ear. He has the fastest lap of this race, and quite a margin as well. Of course, he has pitted, and maybe it's a different spec rear wing. I don't think that's legal though, so I doubt it. It's Lewis Hamilton's in third, I've just seen that as well. Verstappen down to fourth. It's Verstappen! No, that's Perez. Sergio Perez is out of this race, by the looks of things. Try and find Perez. I thought I saw a suspension off his car. No, it's not off. But what happened to Perez? Who did he hit? It is Oscar. Nope. Lando Norris. Nope. Magnussen, it looks like. Perez has already been off once this race. He tries to make the overtake on Kevin Magnussen, goes down the inside, it doesn't work, and he hits the tyres. I'm not entirely sure why the tyres are there, to be fair. I think a penalty is a lot more fairer than a broken front wing. But yeah, a shame for Perez, of course. Should go back to live coverage. He's been hit by another hat as well, actually. with Nico Hulkenberg. So both Haas are involved in that. Well, actually, it might have been Hulkenberg the first time, to be fair. Not entirely sure who it was. It's Perez. Comes in, yeah, it was Magnussen who hit him the second time. He was trying to overtake Hulkenberg. As Perez comes into the pits to change his front wing. Shame that for Checo. There's George Russell. How is he doing? Let's see. There we go. I wasn't even speeding up. That's smart. F1 cars are so fast. I couldn't even tell how fast it was meant to be going. Catching up to some people now as Aston Martin comes into the pits, changes front wing. I believe that might be Lance Stroll. He's a bit too far ahead. There we go. Live coverage now. Is George Russell about to start the back straight? It looks like Gasly might be in a little fight here. Let's see how he does. He's got someone behind him, not too sure who it is. You know, Ocon, we can watch him. And watch him for a little bit. Still no safety car this race, despite a massive crash. Well, not really massive crash, a crash for Zhou Guanyu. They managed to move his car before anyone got to it. Thankfully this field not too spaced out. But to be fair, I feel like it was. But that was the FIA's reason for no safety car. Which I don't believe is completely correct. Is that someone off in the gravel there? Not too sure who that is. There's more dust on the track. Not too sure why. There's no front wings or anything, so everyone can continue hopefully. There's someone kicking up dust. Not too sure who it is. Ocon trying to catch up with the Ferrari in front. It's Albon takes third place. Tsunoda's now in second place actually. Albon goes down 2 places. Go on board with him. Is Albon battling now with Lando Norris? Is he? Is Norris Hulkenberg? Did Norris go off there? No, it's just a lot of cars off. Speaking of a lot of cars, was that Esteban Ocon? Who was just on board with him? Yes. Oh, what's happened there? Is that? Yep, Ocon's off. Ocon's out of the race. We just went off board with him. But Esteban Ocon is now out of the race. Such a shame. Let's see what happened. So Esteban Ocon, we just come off board with him. The Frenchman in his home Grand Prix. And it's going to be over after 16 laps out of 82. And is that a safety car? I don't believe we've got a safety car, to be fair. There's an Alpine off his teammate. Oh, he's hit his teammate. Gasly spun. And it's the 2 Frenchmen in the French team that ruin each other's races. Such a shame. Let's get that on board with George Russell, who just passed that. Because that'll be a pretty decent on board. Oh, you can just see it quickly. There you go, Gasly spun round, and oh, massive hit. Both to the right, but I hope Gasly's okay as well. I think he managed to continue, to be fair. Somehow no damage. Let's speed up. Find someone else to go on board with. Go on board with Gasly. Yeah, he is continuing, despite being shafted by his teammate. Yeah, he has got damage. He hasn't got damage as Valtteri Bottas. I need to make sure I stop it. Right time, and that'll do. Yep, now live. And is that George Russell or Lewis Hamilton? I think it's Hamilton in front of both of them. But let's try and find Verstappen actually. Has he gone off as well? He was leading and now he's down. That's a shame, as he just gets past Pierre Gasly, who's in the pits. Oh, we're on a safety car. Did not realise we're on a safety car. And that's probably for Ocon's crash. That is my fault. Did not realise we were on the safety car. It's under safety car. Yuki Tsunoda, the race winner from last time out, with no front wing. And I'd love to see why that is. Let's see why he's got no front wing. Oh no, Yuki. What's he done there? He just doesn't slow down. He just doesn't slow down. We're now under safety car for the first time in this race. Such a shame. Then we'll have a break now from commentary while we're under safety car. As Yuki Tsunoda comes into the pits. No, he doesn't come into the pits. That's confusing. Don't know why he doesn't. It's a bit too far. As for under safety car currently in Val de Vienne, here is your current leaderboard. Joe Guan Yu Lee and Esteban Ocon both out of the race. George Russell had a miserable race, unfortunately for him. Yes. It's Perez, another one with a dreadful race right at the back. I believe a safety car might be coming in this lap, is it? Tsunoda's gone, I don't know where he is. And there he is. I didn't think I could see him, but I'm sure he's in a pit this lap, surely. No front wing. Safety car is in this lap. And is Yuki Tsunoda? Yes, he is. But Piastri has got a massive lead now over everyone else. Let's see how they do. Is that something about a wing? I don't think so. But Piastri leads the French Grand Prix to lead a race for the first time in his career. And let's go back into mid-pack. What's Charles Leclerc? What's he going to do in this restart? Hopefully for him it'll be promising. He's got Logan Sargent just behind him. The two Williams drivers in the last two races have shown so much more in the rest of the season. It's Piastri's round! Piastri's round! Race leader Piastri's round, I believe. Is that? No, it's Lando Norris. I thought Lando was out of the race for some reason. But Lando Norris spins round. Let's see why that happened. As he goes into the wall as well. He's spun by someone. It's the Ferrari. And it's is it Charles Leclerc? No, it's Fernando Alonso actually, who hits him. And that could be a penalty coming for Alonso as he just tries to get in the wall by the looks of it. Not too sure, right? Lando Norris. Such a shame for the young Brit. It looks like there's battles up at front. It's Albon down to third, sorry. There's a massive battle further back. Is Albon now? Is he in second? Yeah, it looks like. There's Perez right at the back. Russell, and that George Russell into the pits. Yeah, I believe. Is he? Yeah, George Russell now out of the race. That makes sense. He wasn't having the best race, unfortunately. Like the pole sitter. Oh no! Albon's off. Albon's, is he going to keep it from spinning? No, he's not. He's been hit. Albon's been hit. Not sure who by. Oh, there's loads of cars off. What a shame. Get on board. On board with Gasly now just to see what happened. I believe it was Albon, yeah, it probably was. On board with him, he just goes off the track, loses a few positions, and just gets back on the track and gets hit. He gets hit again. Oh, Alonso almost spins it. You got Stroll to his left, Alonso to his right. Oh, please slow down, Lando. Please slow down, Checo. These cars don't slow down. Oh, what's Nick De Vries done? What is Nick De Vries? Snowder, sorry. Snowder's having to pit again for a front wing. He can't get any luck. To be fair, it's not about luck. That's about using your eyes, Yuki, and not doing an Augustine Canapino engine outfit. Rather silly button from Snowder. It's Albon now with a lot of damage. I thought something crashed then. Thankfully not. I don't know what's happening. Sorry about this, we're having some technical difficulties with our factor. Clearly as Stroll's into the pits, Tsunoda's in the pits, Alonso's in the pits, Albon, he will be in the pits. It's a shame for all of them, as I've yet run the safety car actually after that, so second safety car in 2 laps. So another restart coming in this race. As Charles Leclerc leads actually from Hamilton. And then who's in third? Is it Piastri? I think, yeah, Piastri lost the lead despite having a massive margin there. Not sure what happened to him. Shame he couldn't hold it on for Albon. It looked like he Snowder had done Albon no favours at all from staying out on track until the safety car came in. It's Sergeant Hulkenberg finishing off your top 5. Can Nico Hulkenberg get that podium? We're a quarter into the race. Are we yet? 81 out of 82, not quite a quarter, but close enough. I think we're just over a quarter of the way. Half an hour as well. So if this race didn't finish with laps, we would be a quarter, just over a quarter anyway, with the 2-hour race limit. So let's find someone to watch the restart. I think we can go to Oscar now. Logan Sargent, let's go to him. It will probably be another lap on the safety car. So I'm gonna take a break this for a minute. As Hamilton's into the pits. Lewis Hamilton's into the pits, and he's broke his front wing. I'm not gonna replay that because that's probably an obvious reason of him going into the back of someone, just like Tsunoda did. Shame for him. Safety car now coming in. Charles Leclerc will lead him away. If you watch on board from Max Verstappen, the restart is bunching up a bit there. Bit of a late restart from Leclerc probably. Let's see how everyone does. There's a move from one of the AlphaTauris on the Haas. Alpine there of Gasly. Oh, Gasly's at the tyres. What's he done there? How many people are off? I reckon there'll be quite a few off, yeah. Nick de Vries up there, to be fair, and there's literally only 8 cars. As Gasly hit the tyre there. Oh, there's someone's fine again, no! It's Piastri, no! Another safety car's out. Another safety car's out. We're back under safety car. I want to see. Hang on, why are they racing? Now I want to see why they're racing. Then we'll have a look at replays. Because we've got safety fours out and they're racing down into the hairpin. There's the Haas who leads Perez and Max Verstappen, sorry, going to make a move. They're all too wide. This isn't even the front runner, sorry. There's Magnussen there going around the outside of Verstappen. Are they going to slow down yet or not? I don't know why, but we're on the safety car, so they should do. There we go. Down the inside, Piastri, no, Norris, sorry, on Magnussen. His teammates' race has been ruined now. Are they slowing down yet? Nope, safety car out and they're still racing. Maybe a new rule that I've been aware of. I think they're starting to a single fire now. Yeah. On the final corner they go. So I'm going to go back again. Yeah, there's the safety car. So I'm going to go back again and try and look for Gasly and Piastri. Those were 2 incidents that happened there. Piastri first. He's gone straight to fighting more people. From the lead he was. So this Gasly's spun and taken a few cars with him. I'll have a look at that in a sec. As he goes down, as the Ferrari goes down inside of him, as he kind of just spins it and gets hit by a Haas. Manages to keep it off the track, thankfully, and doesn't get hit by anyone. As I want to have a look as well at the Pierre Gasly incident. What happened to him? He's on board with Gasly now for that restart. He's got moves in front. He tries to go down the inside of the Red Bull, Max Verstappen, and just hits the tyre. And then blocks the track. Perez is involved in that. Now there's more cars, there's someone else to his left. It's just a shame for Gasly. Both Alpine in their French Grand Prix, home Grand Prix for them. Bottas as well involved in that. Shame for them. If we go back to live coverage now, take a bit of time because of far ahead behind how long we're taking to watch the replays. What's happened to Leclerc? What has Leclerc done on the safety car? Oh, we're trying to get back to live. Charles Leclerc. He's gone off. What on earth happened there? I'll go on board with Sargent. Did Leclerc go back into the back of the safety car there? Did he actually do that? I think Sargent has went to the back of him there. And both of them, I think, having issues. Has Sargent got wing damage? Yeah, he has. Top 2 now. His last time out race winner, Yuki Tsunoda. He's going to take over the race lead once these 2. To be fair, it might be Nick de Vries. I can't tell the AlphaTauris apart, even with the numbers. I think it's Sonoda, but it could be De Vries as well. Leclerc and Albon, do they pin the pits? Leclerc does, Sargent, sorry, doesn't. I don't think they like changing front wings when they're leading. But anyway. Get back live. 40 seconds still to go. Safety car will be in at the end of this lap. Just as we get live. Who's we on board of this time? I reckon whoever's P8. No, it's gone board as well. We won't go on board with him this time, we'll just watch from his perspective. See how he does. Can he avoid the carnage that will happen? Most likely no, because the safety car isn't in this lap. So we'll have a break for another lap. Is that Verstappen into the pits, I think? Don't know. What happens to her? For goodness sake, they can't drive on the safety car, clearly. Someone's lost the rear wing. I don't even know who it is. Who's lost the rear wing then? It's... What are these race leaders? Or whatever. What is their issue with driving? Because it doesn't look like they can. No, because... No, dang on, where's the other one gone? I swear the other one didn't pit. Or did he pit? Who was it? Oh, so they did go into the pits. Okay, that's confusing. No, Sergeant did... Oh, okay. Leclerc must have just gone down a few positions then, 'cause I don't have a clue where he's gone. Since he's already pitted. I can't see him, but... Watch Nick De Vries. Is what happens to him. He just goes right into the back of... He gets hit. And somehow that Haas still has a front wing. But who doesn't have a front wing is someone behind. You also got caught up in that. So we'll go back to live coverage now. And that's another driver with issues on the safety car. Is the safety car going to come in this lap, or have we got another lap on the safety car because of these crashes that seem to be happening? The safety car in, and so is Nick De Vries, as Kevin Magnussen leads him away. As I need to not go on. No, it's Hulkenberg, sorry, he leads him away from the lead. Is there someone else off? There's someone else about a rear ring, I think. It might have been Tsunoda. Why are they not going fast? The safety cars come in, but everyone is still driving slowly. Strange game our factor is. Have you gone going yet? No, still no racing. It's very confusing, yeah. I'm not too sure why they're not racing them yet, but yeah, they're not holding any safety car rules up by the looks of things. Or are they? I can't. No. I will stay into. I'll go sorry until they start racing. Very confusing it. If you can see the marshal on the left, he's got a yellow flag. The one on the right, he's got a green flag. So, very confusing that is. He hasn't got either photographer, it looks like. I just want to point out that it's taken 15 minutes to do 6 laps. So, yeah, not brilliant. with the safety cars, of course. Not brilliant with this as well. No one's got damaged by the look of things. They've all been clean and careful this time. Even though they're meant to be going fast. Obviously not no one's careful, I guess. They can go if they want to. If they want to be a Hulkenberg is, they've got to go aggressive. And that's what Verstappen will be doing on this restart. Maybe are they going to go? Looks like they are. No, they're not. Okay. No, there we go. We're going over now. Verstappen makes a move down the inside on Magnus Hulkenberg, and he gets it into turn one. Verstappen leads once again. There's two Aston Martins off. The Aston Martin spun round. Not sure who that is. It's one of them. I think they're both off, to be fair. There's a move there. That's Magnussen on Nick de Vries. It's de Vries has spun round. Nick de Vries has spun round. And we've got another safety car. But they're going to stay racing again for some reason. Don't know whether they're like driving the rest of the lap. I think that might be a new rule that they can finish the lap if they're in a safety car. Not 100% agreeing with that, but oh well. As Leclerc gets past Magnussen. While they race, we're going to watch a replay of what happened to Nick de Vries. And what, if anything else happened to him. That's such bad luck for him. He's not. I'm going to try and find. Is it Tsunoda? I don't think it was. But yeah, it could have been Tsunoda actually. Yeah, it was Tsunoda. So last time out race winner, Yuki Tsunoda. Down there, as you see the Aston Martins, it's Alonso who spinned and checks everyone up. No one's really got damage though. It's Tsunoda. He gets pushed off onto the grass, and then onto the gravel. Almost flipped the car actually. He gets spun round. But manages to keep going, does he? Yeah, there's a massive group of cars there. And we go back to live coverage. Tsunoda, the race winner from Spain, not doing amazing with keeping a car on the track. As we can get a second lap in this time. I thought I saw a safety car ball, to be fair. But I'm on the safety car. It might be, to be fair. I'm not too sure why. If we are, and yeah, we are. There's someone else who's lost the rear wing. I'm not going to bother looking at who that is. It's Perez. So Hulkenberg sort of gone into the back of Verstappen. Don't know why I said Perez. The safety car going to be in this lap. I'm going to go until the safety car comes in, so see you then, or if anything else happens, like any more rear wings going. Coming into the pits, there's two other cars, can't quite tell who they are, but Nico Hulkenberg must have got damaged from going into the back of Perez. So his chances of podiums, yes again over. safety car comes in now as Charles Leclerc leads them over the line. Are they gonna? I think they're gonna do another lap. Are they? Nope, they're racing now. It's not gonna do another lap this time. Is anyone going off with a Haas off there? There's no one managed to hit that inside wall this time. There's a few people going into the gravel, but they don't spin it, and we're relatively clean on this restart so far. Are there going to be any incidents down into this next overtaking opportunity? They do tend to go in the curb and run wide here. Is anyone going to do that this time? No, they're relatively clean. I thought Hamilton almost spun there. But surprisingly, we're clean. There's 3 wide down the back straight. There's a Haas there, a Williams there, and a McLaren there. Red Bull as well with Max Verstappen. There's Sergio Perez, sorry, he goes down the inside. There's a Haas who dives down the inside, he almost spins. What a move from Hulkenberg that was. Some of them, I think they're 4 wide somewhere. It's just loads of cars. In the fast left right, you can't really go more than 2 wide there. It's how do they go through the slowest part of the corner and the track. They're all again relatively clean through there as well. No one really off the track because the Aston Martin might have gone off a bit. It's, oh no, there we go. There's someone off. I knew they couldn't last the whole lap. There's someone off in the back there. And green flags at the moment. But I'll see, have a look. See what happened there. Bottas up to 4th. Somehow. So I want to find which McLaren that was that went round. Go on board with Yuki. See if he can let us know anything. There's a McLaren, it's the Hulkenberg and Norris, it looks like. And Magnussen goes into him, Verstappen involved in that. Piastri, sorry. Hang on! Did I see that correctly? I'm sure someone just rolled there. I really hope I didn't see that. Oh no, I don't think he rolled. I think one of the AlphaTauris just went into the wall. It might have been De Vries. Yeah, Nick De Vries, he's fighting Norris. He just goes plain off the track. Yeah, it's the front wing, it's De Vries and the Red Bull. With, I can't see the number there, but it's the 2 sister cars that go off the track. There's even more contact there. Disaster for a lot of them. Because I'm assuming back on the safety car. So I'm going to fast forward again. Yeah, we are, because he doesn't pit. They haven't been pitting for front wings on the safety car for some reason. Which I thought they'd be black and orange flagged by now, but obviously not. So I think they're still racing, to be fair. Yeah, they are. But I think they usually just like to finish off the lap they're doing. The safety car will probably come. Well, we're not under safety car. No, we're not under safety car. So all these cars are racing. Let's see if we can keep it clean then and not have to go into safety car. 34 laps into this race, just under an hour gone. Which means that as it stands, we're not on track to finish this race. By laps completed, it'll be only down to time because 41 laps is halfway and we're still 7 laps off that with 2 minutes. We're still half race distance. Unless we get a red flag, that'll be the only thing from that. I think pauses as well, to be fair. So anyone down further back that we keep an eye on? Doesn't look like it. Most of them aren't really near anyone. This is a good battle. Leclerc versus Magnussen. Leclerc goes down inside. Leclerc almost hits the thing. It's Alonso's, one of the Aston Martins. It's Stroll almost goes off as well. So somehow they're all making it through there. I say somehow. He's the best drivers in the world, so I'm sure they can manage. This is another battle. There's a Ferrari down inside and a Red Bull. It's Sainz on Perez, I believe. Yeah, it is. And look at some of these cars. I think most drivers this race have had some sort of incident, which isn't the best for elite driving standards. But of course, when it's a circuit like Val de Vienne, it's what you expect, really. And there's an Alpine. Oh, Alpine almost spun there. Don't know if he did or not. Nah, he didn't. Did he actually? I'm not too sure. I think he might have, you know. Is there an Alpine falling down the pack? No, the only Alpine in this race is Gasly, and he's still going fine in 10th. To be fair, I think he was a bit close than that, so maybe he did spin, but nah, I think that is a good enough distance from where he was before we went off track. Is that move there? That's Tsunoda. I think it is Tsunoda on the Ferrari. That's a good move. There's an Williams, sorry. This is looking like a good battle. It's Albon versus Gasly versus Yuki Tsunoda. And it's going to be Albon who wins it outright. And Tsunoda ahead of Gasly as well. We're closing in, and that is 1 hour gone now. And still nowhere near. Oh, that's Stroll off the track at the final corner. Managed to keep it going in a straight line. No, I think it was Fernando Alonso actually. He went off. I think I saw a 4 instead of an 8 on his front nose. Is anyone else we can keep an eye on? Hulkenberg's leading after going off earlier on. He's back in the lead. Followed by Lewis Hamilton and Lance Stroll. So yeah, it was Alonso he went off. That confirms that. Hulkenberg, his home Grand Prix 4 years ago now it would have been. Doesn't feel like that. He missed out on a podium. He's not going to win this race if Hamilton stays in front of him for the rest of it. So Hulkenberg going to try and make another move around the outside. He goes off the track. That'll be looked at if he manages to keep him get ahead. If he doesn't, then he goes slightly off the track again. But that side more compromised him. That gives him an advantage, and he's going to stay behind Hamilton. Mid-pack is kind of where the most battles are, as long as they're not all spread out. Looking like I'm getting a few laps in without any safety car intervening, which is good. Don't want safety cars unless we absolutely have to. But would be nice. Some battles I can watch. Where's Verstappen? Where's Dick de Vries? How's he doing? He's nowhere near anyone. Piastri near Verstappen, but not close enough to really call it a battle. In this race, I want to put a name on who I think will win. With the amount of people who've gone off this race, I can't. If I say I want to win, that would not be good, because I'm meant to be not biased. So Hulkenberg tries to make a move on Hamilton. Now come on Nico, you can do it. Round down, tries to go down the inside on the left right kink, but can't quite. Come on Nico, you can do it. Tries to go around the outside, kind of the same thing again. Doesn't learn, or does he learn? Yes, he does learn, because he gets past him this time, and he is cleanly in front of him. And now it's going to be Lance Stroll trying to make a move on Lewis Hamilton. And we go into the slowest sector 3, the slowest sector of the track. Stroll can't quite get past him. He's going to give the Ferrari an opportunity, and he takes it. He's going to try and take a move. No, he's not going to make the move on Hamilton, but he does get ahead. Oh, and then last Stroll's round, and he's been hit by Checo, I think. And there's a Williams there as well. Oh, there's a massive pile up, and safety car it is. They're probably going to finish this lap. Lance Stroll was doing so well. Such a shame for the Canadian. I'm going to go on board and pause it a sec. I'm going to try and find that Red Bull, whoever it was. It was Checker. Go on Sergeant and watch him. Go on board with him. If I can get my mouse to work. Here we go. So watch on board this little battle. Not really much in terms of overtakes. Must be fair, no, I forgot about Leclerc getting past Stroll. You see, is it Perez trying to get past Stroll that causes him to spin? No, he just gets on the sausage curbs and it spins him round. And Sargent, to be fair, I don't know why he isn't moving. But let's look at everyone. They've all kind of got past him. But there's a front wing gone from Stroll and a Ferrari and Alfa Romeo. don't quite know. Stroll getting overtaken. I don't think Stroll's got a front wing, to be fair. But as we are in the safety car, there's no rear wing for that Ferrari either. I think that's the second time Leclerc's lost his rear wing. Fast forward, a Stroll breezes past Charles Leclerc. Of course, doesn't have a wing, a rear wing, to be fair to him, as I've driven without a rear wing before, and it's extremely difficult. We're back live now, and let's see how the front runners are doing. I'm on the safety car, of course, so I'm gonna go to an air brake. Oh, for goodness sake, it's always this part that catches them out. And now Leclerc's, Sainz had no rear wing clearly, but Leclerc's gone into the back of Hulkenberg. Hopefully Hulkenberg hasn't got any damage. I think every single safety car we've had that happen, unfortunately. They're in the second place, we went into the first place. But as we go to an air brake, we'll be back once we are no more on the safety car. As in the background there, that was one of the AlphaTauris who lost his front wing. I'm not going to go back because that's just going to get boring if you just watch every single person who's going to crash on a safety car. 20 best drivers in the world cannot manage a safety car. No hope for anyone else, clearly. Safety car comes in and Nico Hulkenberg will lead Lewis Hamilton away. Don't do this again. No, they're not doing it again, and they are away in France for I think the third restart we've had, or third or fourth, I'm not too sure. It's all clean through turn 1 and 2. It looks like no one off the job. Magnussen, great save. There's no one. They've got the two Ferraris at the back there. Miserable race for them. Home Grand Prix next. Fernando Alonso's off. Alonso's almost round. There's a Red Bull around of Checo Perez. Alonso's into the wall, and Perez manages to get going. It looks like I don't think anyone's gone off too heavily back there. Yep, no safety car boards out. The two Williams are fighting. They don't really want to fight too much. I think they'd like to be up there. Not used to it. As Albon almost spins, he's going to let Bottas through. And that's Magnussen battling there as well. There's a lot of cars. This surely can't have more than about 10 cars in the space of 3 meters. Someone's gone off, have they? Yep, there's a Hamilton's off. There's a carnage. Absolute carnage there. A lot of cars off. Hamilton been hit hard. There's more contact. Let's see. Go and look at Hamilton. And what happened to him? He just gets hit into the back by Albon. And loads of cars off. There's a few off in the background as though. They all just come crashing in. Both Aston Martins. I think both Ferraris. Hamilton. Another one of the Red Bulls. Perez. Might be another Williams, not Sarge, I don't think it is. Oh, don't hit any of them. Alpine, AlphaTauri, sorry. There's a Williams of Albon, there's someone off, it's the Alpine of Gasly. Home race, not doing him well as Stroll just slams into the wall. Okay, now let's see, do you? We'll get back to live coverage now. Probably under safety car again. Are we going to go to Ant again? Hamilton doesn't pit for some reason. Yep, safety car again. So as soon as we get back live, as I've gone way too far. Not quite live that. Still not quite live, about 20 seconds ahead. There we go. Live back now. let's see how Hulkenberg's doing this. It's Haas won, American 1-2. Of course, Haas leading the American team, and the American driver Logan Sargent in second place. Is this restart going to be any better? Of course, to be fair, they've been managed in turn 1 and turn 2. It's turn 3 which is the main issue. And has the Sargent got a front wing? Yes, he has. So they've actually managed to form an orderly queue this time. These drivers are learning, as it is their first time doing it, clearly. Safety car comes in and we are back racing. Oh wait. We're back racing again in France. Are we going to be clean? Yep, we are. They're all clean through turn 1 and 2. Someone's onto the gravel, kicks a bit of dirt up. A bit of an awkward time to have a drink. But it's very hot. In France, there's a Ferrari off. I'm not sure which one it is. I don't know. The other Ferrari's near the back as well, unfortunately. Is we're going to have Verstappen get overtaken by the Aston Martin LB. Nope, Alonso v Verstappen. And it's Alonso who wins that battle, and he gets one of the McLarens as well. Not quite sure which one that is. They're all kind of checking each other up. Seems you might see a NASCAR, but not usually in F1, but so many cars. Is there going to be a move? Oh, I just don't want to hit that tyre, because that does not look good when they happen like that. Down inside, someone's off almost. A lot of cars off, and they all check each other up, and they're all right next to each other again. None of them hitting the tyres though this time. They managed to complete a lap. No, they don't, because Verstappen spun round. Max Verstappen is round. Thankfully doesn't get hit, but the commentators curse for Verstappen. Let's see how they're going up front. That's a move from Piastri on Bottas. Top 4. None of these drivers have won a race before. I know they have Bottas won. I forget his time at Mercedes, but none of these. No, the team have won, because Williams. No, not Williams. McLaren did exist before 2015. But the top 4 really have pulled away from everyone else. So let's go back to this big battle. It's now for Tauri trying to make a move on Verstappen. Is that? No, he's going to make a move on his teammate. Snowder v. Freeze. One of them goes down inside and they go try and both get past. It's Checo, not Verstappen. Verstappen spun, I forgot about that. But they all managed to make it side by side, almost through the quickest part of the track, down to the slowest part of the track. They all, none of them really checking each other up anymore. They all make it cleanly. Oh no, they don't. That's the second time I've done that. Someone's off. Checo's round. I'm sure that no one hit that tyre, but clearly they have. I'm gonna go find Checo. Apologies for that. Mic was not working, and neither is my brain if I've gone too far. We're back live now. It's Piastri who leads from Norris. McLaren 1-2. Last time we saw this, it was Ricciardo who won the Italian Grand Prix in 2021. Update in France, the fan, for some reason, is not on. But there is a lap car. I'm not sure which one it is. It's one of the AlphaTauris, so probably Yuki Tsunoda. I did see him come into the pits. It's down inside goes Norris on Piastri. It's the two McLarens trying to fight out for the lead. As Norris takes the lead, great move that. There's who else is there? Is the other car gonna try and make a move out to Bottas into the slowest parts of the track? Also one of the favourite overtaking opportunities. He tries to make a lunge, and the lunge does work. They're going to be side by side, and Piastri with the inside line manages to hold Bottas off. Can he swoop round the outside? I don't think he can. No, he can't. This has been a very hectic race, and it's not good for Hulkenberg. He's almost spun round there. Thankfully, keeps all four wheels in a straight line once he gets back on the track. Let's see how everyone's doing. So, still only 3 drivers out somehow. Not entirely sure how no one's gone off. No, not really any battles, to be fair, taking place. So I think it's going to take a little bit of action somewhere for a safety car to come out. But I think our best shot of action is this top 4 battle, and it's the two McLarens who lead it. Norris still leads from Piastri, but Piastri's going to have the slipstream. He's going to try and make a move into the hairpin, is he? No, too far back. But Magnussen's not too far back. And the McLarens are going to fight, and Piastri is going to be side by side. This is going to be a good battle. Can't quite watch it from the best perspective. But Piastri is going to go around the outside. Is it going to work? Bottas with Magnussen as well. Bottas can get one of the McLarens there, and he does. He's going to go round the outside. Lando Norris, there's another battle there between the two Ferraris and Aston Martin. They've done quite well to get back up there. It's Magnussen in the Haas, sorry, not Hulkenberg. It's Norris remains in the lead. He manages to get it back off his teammate. If Bottas gets past Piastri as well, and Magnussen's going to want him as well. He swoops round the outside. Are they going to work? No, it's not. Oh, Piastri's got a front wing. No, both McLarens is that. There's nothing. Oh, hang on. No, that could be a scheduled pit stop, to be fair. Because I didn't see anyone with damage. Both McLarens double stacking though. That's a bit suspicious. So it's Bottas v Magnussen. Magnussen wanting to make amends for last time out after he started from pole, led most of the race, but didn't convert to victory. He's going to take the lead now. It's Haas fight again. Oh no, Bottas is almost spun. That is one of the boys. He saved you. What a save that from Valtteri Bottas. That is one of the best saves I've seen in a while. What a save from Bottas. A bit further back. Now, but Bottas manages to keep all four wheels in a straight line. But the pit stop's kind of causing a bit of boringness in the battles. So we're going to go to an ad break. Battle going on behind Magnussen. It's two Ferraris and Stroll gets past Albon. Don't know if he was ahead at first. But a good move that from Albon. I mean Stroll, sorry, I don't know what I'm on about. But I want to find is the Ferraris, because they were having a pretty decent battle. Are we going to be lucky with finding them? Nope. I'm not going to be very lucky at all. It does take quite a while to find who we're looking for, but there we go. I just missed it. Carlos Sainz versus Charles Leclerc versus Valtteri Bottas. Getting pretty late in France, and commentators do need to eat food. This is probably why I've been going on so much regular ad breaks. Thankfully the safety car is doing well. There's Magnussen. I've just spat on my leg, that's lovely. There's Sainz. He's going to make a move on Bottas as he dives down the inside. I guess both of them actually. Magnussen loses the lead as well. And Carlos Sainz now leads this race. Hang on, is that Hulkenberg? That might be Nico Hulkenberg. Yeah, it is, because Magnussen still leads. No, is it? Who's leading this race? I generally don't have a clue. No, Leclerc leads the race. Oh, so yeah, it is Magnussen. And Verstappen's in this battle as well. And has Magnussen gone off? No, I think he had a little bit of an off, to be fair. He's dropped all the way down to 5th. Which is a shame for Magnussen. He was doing so well. He wanted the win. Here's Haas's first win in F1. It's a Ferrari 1-2 now in France. Can they do what Michael Schumacher did all those years ago? Someone else dives into the pits. Hopefully that's for their scheduled pit stop. We are 53 laps into this race. Time flies when you're having fun. To be fair, I also don't see us finishing this race on time. Hopefully we can have 4 points awarded, unlike last week after the lighting issues caused the red flag. Carlos Sainz takes the lead off his teammate. His teammate fights back. Charles Leclerc down the inside. Oh no, Leclerc's hit it. Bottas has lost his front wing and the Ferraris mess each other up. And the Max Verstappen's now in third. Charles Leclerc, has he managed to keep going somewhat? Yes, he has. Thankfully not causing too much, but that's no front wing now for Charles Leclerc. I mean, Valtteri Bottas or Charles Leclerc, in fact. Because that's a trip into the pits for both of them. And that, I believe, will promote Nico Hülkenberg into the podium. And I'm saying that because I do want a podium for Hülkenberg. He's done so much in F1, and it's what he deserves, really. All this time in F1 is... Actually, no, he's fourth, sorry. Because Sainz is still in this race. That action dying down a bit again, but these two will come back from the ad break if they ever get close to each other. Side by side going into the hairpin, and Magnussen goes down. Hülkenberg goes down the inside on Albon. And does he get it? No, yes, he does, and so does Lando Norris. He's managed to catch back up to the leading pack. Now Norris trying to get past Nico Hülkenberg. Albon also wanting to try and get back his position, which I believe is fourth place. Yeah, it is fourth. He's trying to get back from Lando Norris. And Norris now up into fourth place. Hülkenberg in third. Hopefully for his sake he can keep hold of that podium this time. It's back to as we go, and actually no, we're not, because I think Lando Norris might be close to Nico Hülkenberg. Now Verstappen, I think he had a little bit. No, they've fought up to the top two. It's Hülkenberg. Is he going to try and make a move on Max Verstappen? He's going to try and go down the inside. Yes, he is. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Dives down the inside. Oh, he almost hits Sainz there. He's going to make the move on Sainz. He does make the move on Sainz. What a lunge from Hülkenberg. And he pushes Sainz back behind Verstappen as well. And oh, there's contact there. Did Sainz lose his wing? I don't think he did. No. Thankfully for the Spaniard. It's now 3 wide. Oh, this can't end well, surely. Norris, he goes down his side. He's hitting that tyre 100%. Yes, he does. Lando Norris has hit the tyre. Where is he? I will have to rewind that because Norris just disappeared from the shot. Is this by Norris? Let's watch that. Let's go on board with Norris for this. He tries to go down the outside of Verstappen. He can't. Yeah, he does try and go down the inside, but this is always going to happen. He gets squeezed, he hits the tyres, which is right in his blind spot, and he gets hit by someone else as well. Not sure who else hit him. I think it was Albon. But it's such a shame for Lando Norris. Rewind. Fast forward, sorry, back to live coverage. Yeah, Williams of Albon in the pits as well. That's a shame. He was doing quite well. And Lance strolls off. I did not see what happened there. So I'm going to rewind until he's gone into the wall somewhere. And let's see what happened to him quite a while ago. Lap 51 it was for Stroll. In P7. See what he does. It's on the back straight, trying to get past one of the Williams. And what does he do? Did he just outbrake himself? No, he manages to get it done. And up into 6th place. But what's he going to do now? They're going to be at the slowest corner of the circuit. No, it's not. He manages to do that corner fine. Is it going to be here that he goes off? It looked a bit like this, to be fair. No, I'm not sure where he went off, to be fair. Don't think Oh, does he go into the gravel? Nope. Does he go deep here? Nope. So what has happened to Lance Stroll? I'm going to fast forward it a bit. I'm not entirely sure what's happened to Lance Stroll. Is it where he went off in qualifying? No, it's not. So what has happened to Stroll? No one's really making any moves on him either. Ah, there's a Haas off. There's a Haas off the track. The infamous corner. He just hits the front wing. And that is the end of Lance Stroll's race, unfortunately. Let's find Nico Hulkenberg. Verstappen trying to make a move on him. We're only slightly behind, so we're going to keep on board of his as Norris goes round the outside. No, Piastri, sorry. Forgot Norris adding off. As Piastri takes second place. As Verstappen tries to make another move. Is he going to make it? No, he's not. Speed up for you now. If you try and get back to live coverage. Now Piastri takes the lead. Oscar Piastri leads now. He leads the French Grand Prix. Is Hulkenberg. Oh, there's a McLaren. Norris is back. Lando Norris back in this race. I didn't expect him to manage to keep up with her. So is Hamilton. Hamilton also up there. As Hamilton takes third from his championship rival from 2 years ago. Verstappen would want Hamilton behind him as soon as he possibly can, as Hulkenberg retakes the lead, and so does Fernando Alonso get past Verstappen. I'm trying to see what Aston Martin that was. Of course, there is only one left in the race. Hang on, Norris is a lap down. Lando's a lap down, so Norris isn't actually back up with them. He's a lap down and not actually racing Verstappen. But he's still allowed to race him, of course, as long as he doesn't do what Ocon did to Verstappen in Brazil. But he goes down the inside. Oh, there's more cars off. He goes off the track as Norris. It nets Verstappen back past. I'm not really letting him pass. He didn't have a choice, to be fair. Verstappen's going to try and go. Oh, he goes off the track. And he's going to slide. Doesn't matter. The McLaren's round. Norris is round. And I'm not sure who else is round. It's a Haas. It's Kevin Magnussen, I think. No, it's Hulkenberg. You're joking. And it's Piastri was round as well. The two people trying to get their first ever win. His first ever podium as well. They can't get any luck in this race. But to be fair, I've said that numerous times. But this is Formula 1. This is also the 2023 French Grand Prix. And if we go, the rest of the race goes how this race start has gone. Anything can happen. And you've noticed now, we are now into the last 30 minutes of the race. Which means that we have got a clock now instead of a lap counter. 59 laps into the race. But of course, no one humanly able to make the next quick maths is 23 laps in 26 minutes. Unless you're in the Red Bull car, which is never going to be built because it can't even handle G-forces. As what I've missed is Fernando Alonso taking the lead of this race. As Verstappen behind Norris now. Norris trying to unlap himself. I don't know how many laps behind he is. Norris, oh dear, no, please, no. Oh, please. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I'd press the power off button on my PC. And it paused. on my keyboard because I dropped my drink on it. Anyway, panic over. Thankfully, but we're not quite live. So let's fast forward it. Not really much going on apart from Norris trying to unlap himself. Norris spins trying to unlap himself. That's what that was pretty pointless from Norris. So I'm going to go back off board. There's Hamilton trying to make a move on Verstappen. I didn't actually realise he got back past him. There's Hamilton trying to go around the outside. Leclerc tries to go down the inside on Hamilton and does. This is going to be a brave move from Leclerc. the fastest part of the track, and Leclerc does make it work. If one of the Haas's gets past Hamilton, Leclerc spun! Charles Leclerc spun round! It's such a shame. But Leclerc, has he been collected? I don't think he has. But Charles Leclerc spins round. Oh, he's been hit by an AlphaTauri of Nick de Vries. De Vries trying to get he's the only driver yet to score points this season, and de Vries manages finally. There's a battle here. Hulkenberg. Is someone spun out? I think Hamilton's come into the pits. I'm not sure why. If he's got damage or something. But now the race kind of calming down a bit. But I'll say that, to be fair. He had quite a bit of action there. As we're going to go to the final ad break from this. Once we're back from this ad break, unless we get a safety car, we'll be going to the flag. Verstappen comes into the pits. I'm fairly certain it's for his scheduled stop. I don't think he's had damage. I think Hamilton came into the pits as well, so unless it was them two coming together, which would not have been good for either their reputation after the 2021 season. But let's go back into the front battle. Is this Albon? Sorry, nope, it's not Albon. That's Lando Norris, isn't it? The lap down. Hang on, there's a good battle here. Can't quite get to it, unfortunately. But don't crash. Come on. Oh, they have, I think. No, they haven't. I saw some dirt kicked up, and I assumed the worst, but thankfully, they're still going. There's an Alfa Romeo now, going slightly off the track. Valtteri Bottas. Come on. Now it's Kevin Magnussen off. No, Nico Hulkenberg. Nico Hulkenberg's podium luck's gone yet again. And the more that happens, the less likely it gets of the race going on. Let's find the race leader. I believe it's still Fernando Alonso still in the lead. We've got two behind him fighting. Kevin Magnussen versus Bottas. Not the first time these two have fought this race, and it probably won't be the last time these two fight this race. It's Bottas trying to make a move. Since we've had that last safety car, we haven't really happened. I think we only had 3 safety cars, to be fair, which is good. This whole Magnussen trying to make a move on Alonso. It looked like there. If he's got the slipstream, if you go flat left, flat right, other way around. Sorry, I can't tell my left from right. If Magnussen tries to go around the outside, he'll have the inside line into the next corner. But will that work with the tyre? No, he does get the move done before the corner. Is Alonso. He's got the inside line for this next part, but Magnussen will have the inside line for the braking zone. And now he's already got. Alonso tries to get him there. I'm not really sure what Fernando was thinking, getting a bit too aggressive. As he still, there's 5 cars now in this battle. Alonso second, and Albon tries to get past. Albon into the gravel. He doesn't want to do that. It's actually like Gasly past him. It's the top 6 now separated by a about, I'd say, 2 seconds. Is Alonso trying to retake the lead from Kevin Magnussen. That's Norris trying to let people by. He's got blue flags, of course. As Bottas gets past Alonso now, and Alonso's lost 2 places in the space of a lap, and he can't win his second race of the season at the moment. It's Bottas now. He's going to go down the inside on Magnussen. They fought for the race lead already this race. They're going to fight for the race lead again this race. Bottas goes down the inside. Magnussen's going to try and go round the outside and keep his lead. But now Alonso's going to try and get past Magnussen. Bottas leads the French Grand Prix. He's never won in France before. It's now Alonso round the outside of Magnussen and gets back past Magnussen. As Magnussen is going to settle for third. Not all lost for Alonso now. He's going to have that run into the hairpin so he can get past Bottas if he wants to. This is Alonso. Magnussen got back past Alonso actually, I didn't see that. Magnussen back into second place. I've looked away for a split second and Pierre Gasly's in the lead of his home race. Is Bottas now trying to make another move with him? As he know he's not quite going to be able to. Magnussen now down the inside on Bottas. Is he going to work? Almost doesn't work. They somehow all make it past that tyre without hitting it. I don't know how on earth they've managed that. As Bottas goes into the gravel a little bit. And Gasly leads the French Grand Prix from Kevin Magnussen and Alexander Albon. Bottas in second. Not a single top 3 team in this top 6. Certainly know that these new cars are doing wonders for this sport. And Alonso, no, not Alonso. All as you were now for a little bit. As that's down inside, Magnussen goes on Pierre Gasly. As Magnussen tries to retake the lead of this race. Is he going to be able to? I don't think he is. And Gasly has 3 wide now through the hairpin. Is Gasly, not Gasly, Albon 3 wide never works here. And it doesn't. Gasly's off, someone else is off. Oh, I think that's Alonso who's off. Not again. As I go on board with Piastri here, this is live coverage, and Albon, Gasly and Bottas, I believe. Bottas is having such a good race. What does he have to do? Yuki Tsunoda on board, cannot confirm it. If it was, I couldn't quite tell. Yeah, Bottas, I think they were stuck, to be fair. Let's see, are they all still in this race actually? Stroll, he's already out. Norris, Verstappen, Bottas. Now Bottas is out, Gasly's out. Logan Sargent's still going. I think it was Albon's fine, to be fair. Yeah, Albon's off in second now. They've got a safety car for that crash, which ended the race of Valtteri Bottas and Pierre Gasly, the home hero, who was leading the race up until about 3 corners before. Such a shame, as that's both Alpines out now in their home race. It's Bottas. He was having such a good battle with Magnussen. Unfortunately, his race ended as well. He could have won his first race since leaving Mercedes, but unfortunately not, as we are going to now go to adverts under the safety car. Safety car peels into the pit lane. On board with Norris, who's a lap down. It's just Albon. How aggressive is Albon going to go on Magnussen? Now, as Hamilton gets past Norris into turn 1, is anything else happening behind? Lando Norris goes slightly into the gravel there. Nope, that's not what I want. Let's try and get this back. Hello, Lando. Can we get back on board, please? There we go. Oh, I had it. Is Albon going to be fighting with someone there? Someone with smoke there. Is that an engine issue? It might be an engine blow for someone. With Norris getting swarmed by a lot of cars. Obviously a lap down doesn't help him. But it's AlphaTauri's fighting now. In the front three, I think that's someone with Ferraris with an engine issue. Unfortunately, it's Lando Norris. Now his teammates go up with him. And Lando Norris almost a lap down to the whole field. As Norris is going to be very aggressive. For some reason he's lost his front wing there. That's a shame for Norris. But he's gonna... Yep, all made it through, but Norris with no front wing and a lap down. That's a shame for him. Yeah, he almost goes off the track there as well. There's always someone off. Yep, nope, no one's off. No, Piastri's got no wing now as well. Oscar Piastri's got no wing. They're going to both go into the pits. Norris is nice. Lando landed in the pit wall. And that'll be Lando Norris out of the race. And there's a lot of cars off in the background there as well. We want to go back to this battle for the lead. As it's Hamilton leads from Leclerc and Hulkenberg. Both AlphaTauris as well are doing quite well, to be fair. As I'm getting news that Carlos Sainz is also out of the race. If that is the case, I'll get a replay. Sainz, yeah. Get a replay of what happened there, because I didn't really realise Sainz was out of this race. He's obviously stuck with the Red Bull. And there's someone else involved there as well. Let's see what happened with Carlos Sainz. Go on board, tries to go down the inside. It's just a classic curb spin. As he just gets hit by the Red Bull there. And nowhere to go, unfortunately. It's back to live we go. There's carnage there, really, isn't it? Piastri has his teammate in the way. Oh, is that Williams out? Oh, I think that might be a Williams actually fully out of the race. Did not look like he had a front right tyre there. No, it was just inside the pit wall. That's another trip to the pits for them. Leclerc now leads this race from Lewis Hamilton. A bit of a gap behind. So I want to see anyone else out. Sainz, he's out. Obviously, Sargent, he's in the pits. I think he's the car that's stuck inside the pit wall. And yeah, I think Sargent's been reset to the pits, which means his race is over. Piastri's still going though. But unfortunately he does have damage. Let's go back to the race battle for the lead. The freeze. Oh, that's the Leclerc an engine. His engine's gone now. It looked like it was smoking a bit before. That's what's happened to Nick de Vries though. Charles Leclerc battling for the lead. Come on, his luck can't get any worse. You can see the smoke. I could see it from a couple of laps ago. He just gets pushed off from Leclerc, having to pull over, and that's Leclerc's race done. And the Vries spins around, and his race ruined as well. Could that engine issue from Leclerc bring out a safety car potentially? I'm not too sure it will, as I think we've got 11 cars still in this race, to be fair. Which means that one more retirement, and every single driver who finishes will score a point. And I don't remember the last time that's happened. If Knackered declares that, well, that means that they will, yeah. Every driver who finishes will score a point. There's Hulkenberg v Albon now. Albon's teammate out of this race after crashing in the pit lane. Who's going to win this battle for P2? Hamilton leading by a mile after Leclerc's engine issue. Nico Hulkenberg, can he get his first podium in Formula 1? I really hope he does. It would be heartbreaking if he wasn't. We've got 7 minutes left in this race. That'll be about 4 laps, I reckon. So not long at all. You saw there Oscar Piastri into the pits. That'll probably be his race. Not done, but he'll be a lap down, so he's got no chance of getting back to where he was in the fight for the podium. I say sorry, 6 minutes. We've only got 2.5 minutes left this race. So that's probably about 2 laps. Hulkenberg just needs to hold on for 2 more laps. Well, 3 more laps actually it'll be. 60 minutes, 2 hours plus 1 lap. Yeah, 1 minute to go now. Oh no, we're not even live, so that means it's about 1 minute to go. Got a minute to fast forward. See if anything happens between these two. And it doesn't look like anything was. Albon comes into the pits. Alex Albon pits. It looks like Hulkenberg will get his podium. And it looks even more secured. No, oh no, oh no, what happened there? Hulkenberg spun, it looked like. And I'm not going to go to live coverage, I think we're fine there. Now we are live coverage anyway. But Hulkenberg spun there, I thought. Well, no, I didn't think it did happen, he did spin. It's Hulkenberg, oh no! Hulkenberg's got an engine issue. What a shame, almost his teammate almost hits him. And Nico Hulkenberg, come on. What does that... Someone off there. I think someone's gone off. I don't know, but Nick de Vries up into second now. That's Piastri is a lap down ahead of him. But now, Hulkenberg, the podium goes, and his luck. It's got to be one of the worst on the grid. It's now Alonso. We are on the final lap, I believe, by the way. So, I'm going to go on board with Hamilton. Just like last little bit. And I'm fairly certain that, yeah, it's been 40 seconds and he's a minute into his lap. So this will be the penultimate lap of the race. This isn't the final lap. He's still got another lap to do. Wait, no. I'm confused as you are. I believe this might be the final lap of the race. It's one of the final laps anyway. It's Hamilton. Yeah, I believe there'll be one more lap after this. Hamilton goes down the final corner. If it isn't the final lap, he will win the French Grand Prix by a mile. There's Piastri, who will finish in second place. Not second place, sorry. He'll finish second, but a lap down. Nick de Vries take about his first ever point finish for the season and his first podium in Formula 1. It's Spanish Grand Prix race winner in third. Albon just misses out on podium. Magnussen as well. He's going to come around the final corner to finish in fifth. Magnussen v Alonso now. Verstappen v Alonso now. Sorry. What's Alonso going to do? I don't believe this is the last lap actually. No, it's not. Still got another lap to go. We'll watch Alonso until Hamilton crosses the line. But actually, to be fair, yeah, I think this is the last lap now. I've not really got much apart from R factor to tell me as what's happened there. Don't know what that was about. But Alonso now. Can he get past Verstappen? He's looking more and more likely that Verstappen will get that sixth spot. Yeah, he's too far back. Unfortunately. Oh, is that Alonso pulling over? No, it's not. No, it is. Alonso's out of the race. His engine's gone. Fernando Alonso. What a shame. But Lewis Hamilton, he's going to win the French Grand Prix. Nick de Vries is going to be in second. Great race for him. Yuki Tsunoda in third. As Alex Albon crosses the line, he'll be in fourth place. Great race for him in the Williams. Their best result in a while. Unless Sargent got a podium last race, which I can't remember if he did or not. Magnussen, he's going to cross the line and finish in fifth place. Brilliant race for him. Verstappen, he's got a little bit more to go as he goes around the final bit. He's going to finish in sixth place. Great race for him. Well, I mean, no, not good race for him. He's had a poor race. There's Perez as well. He's going to finish in seventh. There's Piastri now. He's already crossed the line, but I think he'll do it again, to be fair. Or not, I don't know. But let's find Perez. Where's he? Where's Checo? Has he crossed the line? Yeah, he has. And that is going to be the French Grand Prix. What a race we've had there. Unfortunately, not the full distance, but enough to award 4 points. Let's go through the results now. Hamilton wins from de Vries, Tsunoda, Albon 4th, Magnussen 5th, Verstappen 6th, Perez 7th, Piastri in 8th at a lap down, Alonso in 9th after pulling over an engine issue near the end. Nico Hulkenberg, the podium was certain until his engine went as well. When is he going to get a podium? Hopefully sometime this season. Leclerc 11th, his engine went when he was fighting for the lead. Sargent crashed in the pits. Sainz hadn't spun on the last corner. Norris crashed into the pit entry. Gasly had a off with Bottas, who was also very into the lead of the race. Stroll went off after hitting a front wing. Russell went into the pits to save his parts after being 2 laps down. Ocon smashed into his teammate and Joe smashed into tyres. As that is your French Grand Prix done. Some notable results: both AlphaTauri scoring their first podiums in Formula 1. Lewis Hamilton winning for the first time since the 2021 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Albon 4th, his best result since leaving Red Bull as well. So that is the French Grand Prix done, and we'll be back next weekend for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix at Misano World Circuit. Take care, goodbye.